happen to me, will you? A lump the size of Massachusetts lodges in my throat. I swallow hard and try to speak past it. Never, I say.
A lump the size of Massachusetts.
There's 50 states and you choose Massachusetts.
They just put it on a spinner and they were like, let's pick a state.
A lump of Idaho.
A lump the size of Nebraska was in my throat.
You can listen to this on Spotify, and it's going to be on YouTube, and I'm going to edit it funny.
It's going to be huge.
Monster voice.
My kitty cat in Russian.
Because he's so angsty that she shot him. Hi guys, my name is Olivia, and welcome to our podcast, Bookish. This is essentially a podcast where I invite my friends and other guests to sit in a room with me and force them to talk about books with me until they're sick of it. Today I have Abby and Audrey with me. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves as the book you're reading right now and one unpopular or like a hot take you have in the book world. So like for me, a hot take would be Peeta Mellark from The Hunger Games is better in the books than he is in the movies. But Abby, you want to go?
Yeah, so hi, my name's Abby, and I would have to say I agree with your hot take. Peeta is better in the books, I believe. The book I'm reading right now is Ignite Me from the Shatter Me series, and a hot-ish take that I have from that entire series is that Juliet can
kind of get on my nerves sometimes.
and she can be a little bit of a pick-me girl.
You gotta read it for
You know what
Warner,
I'm
though.
saying? Yeah. So that's my hot-ish take.
Audrey?
I'm Audrey. I'm reading the Sweetest Oblivion series recommended by our host. Highly, highly, highly recommend. A hot take I have, as I think most of the time, for the summer I turned pretty. I think the books are better than the series so far.
Yeah.
I think that's my hot take.
Like, I can't tell what is going on in the show right now. But because of what you guys are reading, I kind of wanted to play a little game. It's basically like, guess what kind of genre this is based on the quote. So Abby's reading dystopian books right now, and then Audrey is reading, she's also read The Deal by L. Kennedy, the hockey one, which I forced her to read, and then Mafia. So the game is to guess, is it dystopian, Abby's version, or is it Mafia and sports romance, Audrey's?
I love a good dystopian.
So, you guys, if you get bonus points if you can guess the book too, but I'm pretty sure some of these you aren't gonna get.
Because I set it up that way.
I don't know any of your titles.
I don't know any of your titles.
Okay, so the first one is
You love me? His gaze was so intent, the entire world seemed to stop.
You tell me.
I never stop thinking about you. I worry about you all the time. Every beautiful thing I see reminds me of you. I can't stay in color without wishing you were around, he said in a steady tone. You tell me what I feel.
I think
Okay,
that's yours
That's
because I don't
gotta be
remember
some
reading
cheesy
anything.
ass dystopian romance. I know a good quote when I know one. When I read one, when I hear one, when I see one, when I feel one. I love that.
So you're dystopian, that's your guess?
I really hope that's dystopian so I can read about it later.
Is it
For
a
my
spoiler?
own sake.
Okay, what do you guess?
I don't recall reading that, so I'm gonna say it's dystopian.
So turns out you're both wrong.
We got punked.
It's actually sports
No.
romance.
Huh?
So Mariana Zapata is a really popular sports writer. She does an ice skating one. This one is a football one. She does a soccer one, hiking one even. Abby.
Oh, love a hike.
And so this is from The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. So it's like a football one. She's like his assistant, and then they fall in love.
I can see that now.
So
Come
I
on.
did, in these quotes going forward, I do sometimes will change their name with an article, just so I don't they don't say their name. But that's the only thing I'll alter from the quote. But you both failed that one. But that's exactly how this game was supposed to go. So.
No.
You guys might get this next one though.
There's no
if
way
you've
that
been
that's-
if you've been on TikTok, you might know this.
Oh.
I don't have TikTok.
Oh well.
You don't have TikTok? Oh, that's good. You always
I have
you're
my
those
Instagram
Reels.
Reels.
You're a Reels user.
Oh, okay. Book Talk is definitely something you should get on then.
Oh yeah.
But The next quote is, can I do like a different sounding voice?
Yeah. These voices are so good.
Okay.
Alvin.
Are you ready? He turns to me again. Your favorite color. ... It's green? That's right, I say. Then I think of something to add. And yours is orange.
Oh,
Tell me what that quote is.
that is Peeta Mellark and Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games. Dystopian.
Which book is it though?
Oh.
I'm gonna guess.
You thought you got it.
Wait, no, I know it's because they're on the train, right?
1,
Or
2.
no.
They're on the train in all 3 books, I think.
There's 3 books.
Right.
I've never read
They
1.
are
I'm gonna
on
take a
the
stab in the dark
train
and say 2.
oftentimes. I believe it's when they're doing the victory thing. It's like after the fact. So I think it would have to either be the second or third one.
Lock in your guess. 3, 2,
No,
1, guess.
3.
It's 3. Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And did you know? Good job, Abby.
Yup.
I figured one of you, there's some that you're gonna get for sure, but did you know Suzanne Collins actually went to IU? I don't think it was
Actually?
Bloomington, but it was for 1 year. I think it was it Bloomington? Yeah. Which is, I think it's really cool because we got some like local history. One day that will be me.
Yeah, go for sure.
And the lady who wrote Princess Diaries.
Yeah,
right? We saw that in the bookstore.
Okay, maybe she was the one I was thinking. She went to like
Maybe somewhere in the area.
Kokomo or some IU Kokomo or something. I don't actually know.
It's a Beach
Don't
Boys
quote me on
song.
that.
Aruba.
sorry.
But yeah, this quote is like when she's like, "Your favorite color, it's green," and he's like he can't remember himself. Remember, he's like forgotten everything.
Yeah.
And he's the one asking Katniss like, "Your favorite color, it's green," and she's like, "That's right." Then I think of something to add, and yours is orange, like the sunset orange, not a bright orange.
Oh yeah. No,
So I knew you'd get that
yeah,
one.
I've definitely seen a lot of
There's
edits
a lot of
about that.
TikToks with it.
I went through a phase. I would like watched all the movies like 3 times in a row, and then I would like scroll through TikTok, and that's all it would be. So it was like my life for like 2 weeks this summer.
I feel like I've read every book ever sometimes, but I had not read the Hunger Games for a really long time until us 3 studied abroad in Italy together this last spring, and that was when I read the Hunger Games for the first time. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited, which is why. But like the first book, oh my god, it was so good. But the second one, I couldn't get into as much, and then the third one, I think I had to listen to an audiobook.
See, the second one was my favorite.
Well, that's what everyone says. I think it's just
second
me.
one's
It's like,
so
don't
good.
take it personally. Like,
I've
I'm
never read it.
personally offended. Actually, take it back.
well, like I liked it. I liked the movie of the second one better, which is like usually I will never say that. But the first one, the book, Peeta was so much better in the
He's
book than
so
he was
hot.
in the movie.
He's so
They didn't. His
sassy.
hair in the movie is like not what it's supposed to. It's like brassy
And
and
he's
it's
short.
straight. This bitch. Like he's not what he's supposed to be in the movie. But I do like Josh.
Oh yes.
Hutchins.
I
No,
didn't read
he's
the
gonna-
book,
Oh.
He's
but I
gonna-
know it came out in 4th grade and everyone read it, and so I went to the movies with people to see it.
Yeah.
And then, like, at the very end, I felt like there's 5 minutes left, and someone was like, Peeta! And I was like, who is this new character?
No.
Because the whole time I thought it was Peter, and I was like, there's a new character at the end of the
Is it
movie.
another
This makes
guy?
no sense.
Tina. They just have like a really weird
Peeta.
accent at the end for some reason.
Um,
No, I what was it? Josh Hutcherson. I don't know if I butchered his last name, but that's how I say it. Hutchinson or Hutcherson, I don't know.
Josh.
However, he's going to be in the Five Nights at
Yeah, I
Freddy's
saw that.
movie.
Okay, I've never actually played that game, but like
Oh, me neither. I was too
Oh, I
scared as a
did.
kid,
Is
but
it gonna
I'm
be scary?
obsessed with the lore. I
It's
could
not
talk for
scary.
7 hours about the
Creepypasta?
lore for that entire series.
Isn't that potentially your Halloween costume?
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
really?
I don't know. Probably not. I have a couple ideas. I'm kind of cycling through right now. It's gonna be huge. All right. Anyway, sorry, I got really sidetracked.
well, I think I want to be some kind of book character like Annabeth Chase because I figured out how to do my hair curly like in the front with this tiny curly and then blonde hair, and I think I want
Yeah.
to be her, but
Oh, that'll be good.
I don't know. Okay, the next quote that I have for you guys, I'm gonna switch mics.
Voices.
Robot.
Can you understand me? Okay. Ready? I frowned. I'm not going to tell you stuff if you're just going to kill people because of it, I said. Odd, I needed to make that clear, ... But that was where I was.
That's my mafia genre.
You think?
That ain't no
I
sports
know.
romance.
You'd be surprised some of the
I don't
stuff they're
know.
putting in sports
Football?
romance. No. There's
If
a
they're gonna
hockey.
kill someone, it's mafia.
There's a hockey
Or-
romance. You'd be
Okay.
surprised.
Really? Like they kill each other?
Well, no, but like they talk some
could.
smack. Like,
Mad enough to kill each other. Yeah. Them hockey boys. Anyway.
so you guys think it's mafia, both of you?
See, I've heard this so many times in my books too, though. Like the whole, you
Warner.
are so bad. Yeah, like Warner, bro. Like, it's just like.
Think of Juliet saying, "I'm not going to tell you stuff if you're just going to kill people." Because
Exactly. Like I
Warner
think she
would
has
say it.
literally said that. I can't tell if this is a quote from the book or not.
It's
However-
from the first book, Sweetest Oblivion. That's my.
Oh, it's in your book, you know?
I think so.
Okay,
Watch me
well,
be
let's go
totally
with that.
wrong.
Okay.
Watch me be totally wrong.
You both are wrong. It is mafia, but it's from The Darkest Temptation by Danielle
Oh.
Laurie,
Aw.
which is
The second?
the second, because you're on the third.
I've finished
right?
them.
The third one you finished too?
Yeah,
Okay.
once I pick it up, I can't put it down.
Yeah, that's
and like
what
I'll
I'm
read for
saying.
12 hours straight. Like I need to finish and know what I
Same.
can't walk away.
Like I've read
It's-
some mafia
yeah.
ones. I've read some mafia ones. When I tell you this one, oh, I was like hooked. I was like reading
Agreed.
like during my Zoom classes in 2020. Like that, you should read that one too. You would like it.
I got so
Okay.
obsessed. I didn't do any homework and I had all these late assignments and I was
That
like, it was
literally-
worth it.
That's literally me this week with the whole Shatter Me thing. I like got back into it, and now it's a disease. I can't stop.
You
Nobody listens to me when I give
It's
book
so
recs,
good.
except for you guys. But my sisters, I swear to God, I'll give them a book and then they'll read it so fast and then they'll just like not listen to me ever again. I'm like,
Oh.
literally, do you not
They're
trust me? Like,
lost.
Farewell.
it's so good. Well, The Darkest Temptation is pretty good because it's like they're all like each book. I think they're different. Like the first one's Italian. I think the second one's Italian.
It's
Third
Italian and Russian.
And then the third one is just this Russian guy, and he calls her like some word in Russian.
My kitty cat in Russian.
Okay, and I saw some girl who she's actually Russian on TikTok, and she was like, it's like.
I had to
No,
Google
like,
translate all the
what are y'all
Russian in the
talking about?
book, and it was so dirty.
Oh.
And I feel so bad for my Google search history, but I'm like Russian to English, and then it's like so like
Raunchy.
things you should not have to
Fucking-
Google.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
she
sorry.
like with this girl on TikTok who she spoke Russian, she was like, you call her that? She's like, that's what my grandma calls me or something like that. Like that was a term of endearment. So the author, I don't know, Danielle
little
Laurie, if she
slut.
my little
she's
kitty
like-
cat.
calls me.
no, it was like a word like
It's like
little
kitten.
girl or kitten or something.
Oh.
And
It's
she's like, that's what my grandma calls me. That's
pussycat.
not like a term
I've got
of
the
like.
book. I can open it,
Oh,
but I can't
references.
speak Russian, so I'm not gonna butcher it.
Yeah,
Oof.
no,
Yeah.
no chance. Okay, the next one. Okay, switch to this mic.
Don't do that, he says. Don't ask me questions you already know the answers to. Twice I've laid myself bare to you, and all it's gotten me was a bullet wound and a broken heart. Don't torture me, he says, meeting my eyes again. It's a cruel thing to do, even to someone like me.
Oh, I know this one. It's
Yeah.
from Shatter Me, the series.
Which book?
However, that's the difficult part because I read all three of them within
In
the
one
past one
sitting.
day. So I
Yeah.
need to.
As you should.
Did
Did you reread the first one?
My friend had I was desperate. She had like a PDF file of it on her like
You could
iPad.
have just asked
I
me. I
felt
have
bad
them.
though because like I already
Girl,
had two
I'll
of
give you
yours, and I
anything.
still have to read Delirium.
Oh,
Or
don't
is
worry.
what it's called.
Yeah, I
still
think
have
that's
to
what it's
read that one. God, it's not the first one. I know it's not the first one. It's gotta be the second one.
Okay, is that
no.
your choice?
Oh, I guess second one.
It's second or third. Have you read all of them?
No, I've never read one of them.
Oh, okay.
You are correct. It's dystopian, and it is the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafi.
Okay, and then I'm 99% sure it's the third one.
Are you sure?
98.
I'll go second.
You'll go second. I'll go third.
97. It is Ignite Me, the third book.
Yes.
It's a hormone.
It's the best day of my life.
Because he, in the first book, did you read
The deleted or the extra scene, the novella, where after she shoots Warner, he's like
she chose to shoot me.
and then he takes a bunch of drugs by accident, like pain meds, and so then he because he's so angsty that she shot him. Yeah.
I
You
would
didn't
read
that
that part.
delusional. No, I remember reading like the whole
it's called like
like
Destroy
she
Me.
chose to shoot me because of blah 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 blah. I'm like,
I am that level of delusional when I match with a man on Hinge and
Yeah.
he sits in the row behind me in my class. Like,
that is how bad it is.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Well, like all my friends are doing that right now, and the other day we were we have like an Apple TV thing, and we were all putting the dating apps on the screen, and my one of my roommates is on like all three of the apps right now.
Damn.
And we were just swiping through, and there was some guy and like a fish in his mouth, like just a whole like raw like live. He like ripped it out of the ocean or something.
it's a barley
mouth.
grizzly man.
like
a grizzly man.
It's just like these books make it so hard.
They set the
so
standard
hard.
so high.
It's too high.
They
The
bar is high, but the bar is so low.
like at the same time.
Yeah, but also on that, if I ever heard a douchey frat bitch come up to me and call me love, or
It's game over.
push me
Unless
up
he's
against a
British.
wall, I need a gun.
Clocked-
Like get the
clocked across
fuck
face.
away from me.
No, because
I don't care. Get away from me. You're gross. It'll send shivers down my spine. They can only exist in my head.
literally, there's nothing
I don't
that
think
like.
I want to meet a mafia boss.
Oh my god, wait. Do you remember this? I'll make this quick. Do you remember on TikTok there was like an era, I think like Curtis Connor and like Danny Gonzalez,
Mhm.
people like that like made videos about it because it was like such a problematic thing people were doing. They were like making these role play accounts.
Oh,
like,
for them.
Mafia. And it would be like just like a Wattpad fanfic with like
Imagine I'm your mafia boss and I catch you in my safe.
and it was so foul and it was all over my For You page for a long time, which I'm ashamed to say because there's an algorithm.
Yeah.
However,
it knows you.
I kept hitting not interested and they kept showing up. So
Didn't you write a Wattpad story?
Never.
I did.
Did you read? Yeah, no, maybe it was you who's telling that.
Oh
Someone
no,
else.
I've never told anyone about this.
Oh, somebody was telling me
I'll
theirs
talk
went
about
like
it.
viral too. I don't.
Oh no, that
was it my
not me.
roommate? I think it was my roommate. I don't know.
Damn.
What was yours about?
Okay, this is
Is
foul.
it Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, you're close. Have you ever heard of Teen Titans?
Yes. The green guy.
In 7th grade, okay, me
Oh
and my
my
friends were
God.
obsessed with like these making like funny like parodies of like Wattpad like romance stuff. So we would go on for like hours, just like piling and piling stuff. Beast Boy and Cyborg.
The cyborg is. Wait, who's the green guy? Beast Boy?
Beast Boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The robot.
What are they doing?
Oh.
How old are they?
Abby,
See,
I
let's
don't
show
even
their
know.
teens.
Well, I
Teen
was
Titans.
in the 7th grade. I didn't know. I wasn't even. But
Girl,
they were
what's it
older than
called?
me, probably. I don't even know. Well, we didn't upload it to
But-
Wattpad. We just
oh,
wrote it.
I
Like, it was
see.
handwritten
Forgiveness.
in a diary. It was insane. And
I
we
would
would read
pay
it and
money to
laugh.
see that.
Anyway. Next question.
Okay. Let's switch to this.
Each day means a new 24 hours. Each day means everything's possible again. You live in the moment. You die in the moment. You take it all one day at a time. He looks toward the railway car's open door, where streaks of dark water blanket the world. You try to walk in the light.
Okay.
What genre? You guys won't know this book, but
I'm
what
gonna
genre
guess
is it?
sports.
Sports?
If you take one day at a time.
Sports? I just like can't fathom
It's
like the
swimmer.
idea of like that's about
Swim-
basketball.
It's
like
a
you
swimmer.
cannot
I've
tell me
never
that
read a
that's about-
swimming book
that
before.
you cannot tell me that is
They're
about
probably not good.
golfing.
There's nothing
Swing
sexy
and
about
miss.
swimming.
So like I fear that has to be dystopian, and like there's just no way in my mind that that's about like it can't be sports. If that's about sports, I'm gonna get up and walk out of this
Each
studio
day
right
means
now.
a new 24 hours. Does that not sound
Training
sport?
session.
But like the black water and the this like
The railway
the
car.
railway car.
That's
what are
some,
we
like,
doing?
Hey,
Rocky.
What are we doing? Okay, maybe I'm completely wrong, but that sounded like something from like Divergent to me. Like where like the
The
world
car.
is decaying,
The
the train
railway
car,
car.
like they jump on that.
What
like,
is it with dystopian and railway cars?
They just love a good train. I guess it's a metaphor for something, but it just and yeah. So I know I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna guess dystopian.
I'll stick with my athletic
Sports?
No.
Okay, it is
Could've been sports.
dystopian.
Okay.
Dystopian sports.
It's this book called Legend by Marie Lu, and it's a trilogy. I don't think you would like it. It's more like this one's different because there's a girl. Her name is June, and his name is Day. So it's like you take it one day at a time. I don't really know.
I need a foghorn.
I don't think you would like it.
Sorry. There it is. That's
You need like the boat.
like SpongeBob's alarm clock.
Did you guys ever watch Flapjack?
I was
Disney
I was
XD.
Chum Chum for Halloween last year. Next question.
We digress.
Okay.
Digress.
No one else gets to kill you, he spoke quietly. The last face you'll see before you die will be mine. When it comes to death, you're mine.
I didn't read anything like that in my books.
See, like all my books are full of that, but I fear that could be mafia type stuff. Like I don't know.
Fear, you know.
Can you reread it, please?
It's
No one gets to kill you, he spoke quietly. The last face you see before you die will be mine. When it comes to death, you're mine.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Would I know this?
No,
Like, okay.
neither
okay,
of you
word.
would know this.
So-
It's just based on like
Okay, then maybe it is a mafia, but a mafia I haven't read.
I feel like it's like some angsty mafia. Like, do you remember that movie 365?
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Hell
kidnaps her. He's like,
Stockholm
girl, you
Syndrome.
know I watched that shit.
Oh Lord, that was.
it was cringe, but like
It's like cringe because the
But I
like
watched
whole
all-
concept is like, what the fuck are we doing? What are
I
we
read the
doing?
book because
But- oh,
I
there's a
wanted to
book?
see what it was like. Yeah, it's based on a book. Book is absolutely like I could not get through it.
Oh.
Isn't there supposed to be like, there's a second movie out, and then there's supposed to be a
Really?
third
The third
coming out?
came
Three-
out already came out, and they
366
came out
and
within like a
367.
couple months of each other. Like they were just like
Isn't one of them
firing
she
out.
like meets another guy?
Yeah, I think
And then there's a twin brother.
she doesn't end up getting with the first guy, I think, because the author wanted to be like, I wanted to show that the bad guy's not always answering. I'm like, bitch, that's what we wanted, though. Like, if you were going to make something like this, you needed to follow through.
Well, being honest, I was not watching for the plot. I do not know what the plot was. I just remember the boat. Anyway.
Yeah, in
I
the book, the girl is so annoying. Like, she's pick me.
Oh, she's a little.
She has like
Juliet.
makeup tattooed on to her
Oh.
face. She's like, I just wanted to be, I didn't want to have to get up and do my makeup. So I just like got permanent makeup or
My
something.
fourth grade teacher did that and it scared me. She came into class one day and her face was like all red. She got like eyeliner and like lipstick tattooed on her face and we were all scared. I think she got fired. Anyway, I
What
think
was
that this is mafia. I think this is a mafia quote.
I'll go mafia.
Yep, it is Mafia.
Okay.
It's a book called The Predator by Rue Nix. And it's like a whole series. I read it recently, and to be honest, it wasn't as good as that one. But okay, the last one, this is the last one I have.
Okay, ready?
I have 0 points, so
Oh no, you got
Oh,
one
I just
last-
got one.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
got
yeah.
one. I'm moving up in the world.
You won't let anything bad happen to me, will you? That's a girl asking. A lump the size of Massachusetts lodges in my throat. I swallow hard and try to speak past it. Never, I say.
A lump the size of Massachusetts.
There's 50 states
They
and
just,
you
like,
choose
They
Massachusetts.
just like put it on a spinner and they were like, let's pick a state.
A lump of
A lump
Idaho.
the size of Nebraska was in my throat.
Lump the
Oh, man.
size of Rhode Island in my throat.
Okay, so
So-
Massachusetts, I believe, is the state that they're in.
Oh, okay. But still.
Is
Boston-
it my
they're in
book that I
Boston.
read?
Oh.
But
I
it's
don't know,
New
tell me.
York.
Oh, well.
Which one?
The first one?
Of which? What book? are you talking
Sweetest Oblivion.
Oh, that is New
Hmm.
York. I didn't know that.
God, these are hard because they could all. Be,
I know,
like,
that's
You
why I
won't
was
let
like,
anything
it could either
bad
be
happen
some
to
like
me.
some like evil overlord of the dystopian
Yeah.
rebellion, or
try to think of
just
Warner
some mafia
saying
guy.
a lump the size of Massachusetts
Yeah,
lodges in
no,
my
you're
throat.
right. If Warner did that, I think I would get the ick and close the book.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't say that because he's hot.
So
Do you remember the one part where he was like, where he presses the clicker? Have you gotten to that?
No,
Oh
where
my
she, well, where
God.
she presses the clicker.
That's what I meant. That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
she presses it like 5 times. And he's like, what happened?
So everyone
happened?
thinks that they hate, like, everyone thinks he's the enemy, but Juliet has gotten close to them without, like, any of her friends and stuff knowing. And sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, but
Wait,
you have
spoiler.
to. Too bad. You gotta listen to this. It's
yeah.
not that deep. She, like, so the guy Warner gives Juliet a clicker, and he's like, okay, I'll let you go back to your friends, but, like, click this if you need anything, like, anything from me. And then she's, like, the other love interest that was, like, it's kind of like a love triangle. Not really. He wasn't ever gonna win. He like, is, like, yelling at Juliet, and she's, like, really upset, and he's like, get out of my house. And then Juliet's, like, she didn't even realize she's clicking this clicker, and then Warner, like, races to her because he thinks it's an emergency.
He thinks she's, like, in danger. So
And then he's like, and then he comes in the door, and then he's like, what's wrong, love? And he, like, takes her, and everyone else is like, I thought he was evil. They're like, wait a second, that is, like, peak, like.
No,
They're like, wait a damn minute.
Yeah, no, just crickets. No, yeah, and so no, that to me, like, that is one of my favorite things. It's like the whole, like, I'm so misunderstood. I don't care how many times it's overdone or corny or cringy. I eat it up every time.
It's not corny to me.
I'm starving, and if I get even
Girl
like
dinner.
an ounce of stuff like that, I'm done. Because interacting with today's dudes has completely, like, they're dudes.
It shattered
right?
me
They're like
inside.
guys.
Good
But then you
pun.
read Shatter Me, like, that is a
Yeah.
man. That is a man. And I have not seen, and I will never see that in real life. And I'm just like,
Girl, you will. Okay,
Never
listen.
say
listen.
never.
Nobody's gonna run to my front door out of breath, beat red in the face. They're like,
Yeah.
are you okay?
You know, everybody's different. I know a couple people who met their person on Tinder, so it's kind of like whatever. I mean, it's not for me. I'm waiting to, like,
Yeah.
meet someone in a bookstore and be like, we grabbed
Oh
this
my
soon.
god.
That's honestly, though, I feel like boys in bookstores are kind of pretentious, though. So,
Mhm.
like, I don't know if I want that. They only read the
Exactly.
classics.
Like, I would cringe if they acted that way towards me in real life. I'd be like, ooh, ooh.
Like,
ooh.
this isn't real.
It's
Yeah,
not
like, ew.
fair because I cringe. I'm like, they read the classics. Like, they're just trying to be pretentious. I would cringe if they were reading, like, Shatter Me too, though.
Shatter
So,
Me.
like, I can't. I'm not being fair.
Ignite me. I'd be like, oh, he's giggling in there. I
Like,
know he's
take
trying not to
notes.
blush
Giggling,
right now.
kicking
Yeah,
my
he's like
feet.
taking notes. He's got like sticky notes. Well, like, my whole thing is just like, obviously, I don't want to be in those situations. You don't want to like. When you really think about it, do I want to live in a wasteland of a world where everything is taken over and I could die at any second? No.
It's just more interesting.
However,
Okay, you have to read this book. Sorry, we'll go back to this question. But
Oh,
it's
there's
called.
another question.
Remember, we never finished The Size of Massachusetts.
Oh.
Because I wanted to tell you about Warner's clicker thing.
Size of Massachusetts. Yeah, no. Anyway.
Well, okay. Well, first tell me what you think it is.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Mafia. Okay, it's sports romance. It's The Deal by L. Kennedy, which you read. There it
I
takes
knew
place.
it sounded familiar, but I got lost because I read them so back to back.
It's The Deal by L. Kennedy. It's sports romance hockey. He's like the captain of the hockey team.
Garrett Graham.
Yeah. Okay.
No, the hockey one I've heard
Did I?
of, but like sports romance as a genre.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a new like I feel like it's a
Hey,
whole big
what?
thing right now. But
Athletics.
basically
Football.
this girl she like is really smart in this class and there's a hockey captain of the hockey team and like he is really good at hockey, okay? And he's bad at this one class that they're both in. He sees that she got an A on this test. And so then he's like, well, I saw that you like this boy in class and I need help on this test. I'll help you get with this boy if you help me study for this like exam. And then they like during the study sessions they like get to know each other and like it's all this stuff. But then he has to be helping her with this other guy at the same time while he's like falling in love with her. Like Warner, he'll never say anything that corny. But like I just love him. But he's the only thing on my For You page right now.
Oh,
literally.
me too. I've
scroll,
sent you
scroll,
so
scroll.
many. Remember, he's like, there was one part where I was reading last night, and he was like, I hate it so much because I say it out loud, and I'm like, I want to vomit. But
Yeah.
like, when
Reading
I
it.
read it in the scenario they're in, he's like,
tell me love.
Yes, love.
Is he British?
Do you?
Okay,
I
he's
think
not. He's not.
He
but
just says
everybody thinks that he would be
says
better.
Love.
No, he's
Yeah, I hear that. I'm like, British?
My daughter.
he's the whatever of the sector for. Oh, this is my shirt,
Yeah,
by the
he's
way.
Sector
I don't know if you can
45.
see it, but it's Kishimoto and Warner Cuts wrecking hair since. Because Kenji, there's one scene where he's cutting Warner's hair and he botches it. Oh, it's not a spoiler. Come on.
Someone gets
He,
a
like,
haircut in your book.
I forgot that we were going to say before we spoil anything, we were like, spoiler warning.
Just put it in the description.
Just for a blur.
Yeah, no, just blur it.
But yeah.
Yeah, no. So no, but he's like, so tell me, love. Or no, he's not British.
He says, lift your hips for me, love.
Oh, I wasn't even getting
I made a
that
TikTok
part.
about that, and most of my TikToks don't go viral,
That
but
one did.
that one did, and I was so proud of myself.
Dude.
Because everyone on TikTok's like feral, so that's probably why.
Yeah,
I
we're
did.
all rabid animals on TikTok. I don't care what anybody says. Like I will like repost some of the most like
out of
foul,
pocket.
out of pocket, like nothing like petty or anything like that, but just
No.
like random, like those videos you get of like a 40-year-old mom, like, and she like is testing out filters on her face and like doesn't know how TikTok works. I repost it. Or like the old people who don't know like what they're doing and they're like,
Is this thing on?
I'll repost it
Because you have a big following on TikTok,
do?
don't you? Bigger
Oh.
than me.
I have followers. I don't know where they came from. Genuinely, I think there was like, I posted like, I've had a couple TikToks go like quote unquote viral. I'm not like, it's like stuff that has nothing to do with me. So it's like obviously nobody's following me for like me. I think it's like they accidentally hit like the plus sign when they're trying to like
that's
scroll
probably
away.
not true.
Like, I mean, I would like to like post some stuff and like go viral.
You should post some book stuff.
When I tell you that like the books, like there's such a market for that. But you should follow me on TikTok at Livy's Library. I don't know how to spell that, but because there's too many Y's, because I think it was take. But that's
Just
also
look up
my
Hot Warner.
yeah, literally. Lift your
your
everyone
hips for
calls
me.
him like Warner.
LYHFML.
Lift your hips for me, love.
Oh,
Warner, lift your hips for me, love. Like everyone call or like Warner MF.
For me, love. I was like in that part of the acronym. It's FML. So I was like, "Fuck my life." Like what? Like what is this about? What did he say? So,
But that's what it stands for. He's Audrey. That's the one you need to read next. Like after you finish, you finished all 3 of the Mafia ones. Oh, there's another one. It's called Puck Me Secretly that I told her to read. It's a hockey one.
Oh,
I'm in the athletic genre now.
When I tell you,
romance,
please, when I tell you, there is actually plot to it, and maybe it's not the plot you want, but like,
Is it the
it's
plot
like a
I
hockey.
need?
Yeah, and it's this girl. It literally starts with like they meet at the airport, and they like the plane like crashes.
Oh,
And they're fine, but like it's there's actually interesting things that happen. So you should read The Deal, but you should also read. It's called Puck Me Secretly.
okay.
I read it for the meme, but then I was
See-
like, I kind of like it.
I feel like I will read it if I get
No,
my
she
hands on
won't.
it. However, I will be laughing. I will.
Okay.
Puck Me Secretly, like that's so.
The title
funny.
is
That's
different
so
than the content, I feel
I feel like I've seen a lot of girls like with that book on campus recently.
Really?
Like it's sticking out to me.
Puck
I
Me
wouldn't want to
Secret-
like.
I know,
That's
like they're just like
crazy.
carrying
Wow,
it around
that's
with
so-
that, and there's Starbucks
Yeah.
around campus. And I was like,
Like,
Girl.
Put that away.
Really?
No, like I had my I had Unravel Me on campus with me, and like I wasn't thinking about it. I just kind of like tossed it on the floor during class, and like I looked down and I realized like on the back it has like the description, and it's like he kisses me so sweetly, and then I
I was like, oh my god.
because there's this dude that sits next to me and he was reading it.
Oh my god. It's like my touch is power. My
But
touch
he
is deadly.
he
or
asked me for my phone number. I think it worked.
Damn. Okay, no, I do that shit. And I'll like, so right now for my, so I run IU's book club, and the book we're reading right now is called Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And it's pretty good. It's like a vintage story, and they both have typewriters and like rivals at the newsprint and stuff. And I like sometimes like read it in class because I know there's nothing like raunchy in it, and I take the dust jacket off. But like, sometimes before class I'll read it. I'm like, does anybody like want to ask me about it? Because I'm a loser. Yeah, you guys should join my book club. We meet bi-weekly on Wednesdays, and our meeting is actually today.
Dude,
So,
I hate it so much that that's the time because I
know.
literally was joining your book club.
Oh, 5
I
to
would love to
6.
still be in it, but I have that lab.
For 6 hours or
It's
something.
It's literally like a 5-hour lab because we
they
go
do
off
that?
campus, and so we have to travel because it's for ecology. So we have to like do experiments like in the woods. Literally, like we go to the
Wow.
woods
Do you really
in
need
the
that
middle of nowhere,
class?
and then we have to like drive 30 minutes back. So if we don't get our data in time, it could be longer. Which it
30
was last
minutes.
week. It was like, yeah, it was like a 30-minute drive. We take the IU suburbs, and we go out, and then it took us too long.
Damn.
And then we got back at like 5 or 6, something.
You should just join via Zoom.
I have class at 6:30.
Zoom my ecology.
It's
lab.
5 to 6. You can leave
I have to
early.
be at the classroom promptly at 6 or I lose.
You can leave early.
You
So we
lose?
don't go.
I lose like a grade percentage.
What?
Every
That's
every
how my
time you're
ecology
late.
lab
Those
is.
And
teachers
if
are
you
just like
have-
on power trips.
If you have
sometimes.
three tardies, it equates to 1 absence.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine is if you don't show up for a class, you lose 25% of your grade. Because it's only
Of
once
your
a week. Of
grade?
my grade. Because it's only once a week.
Oh,
That's how
and
one
it's
of
like
my
6
media ones
hours.
is. It's like
Yeah.
about professionalism, and if you don't show up, we have like a
Oh,
no call,
yeah.
no show.
Damn.
But it matters, guys. Show up to
He got
classes.
canceled. He got canceled.
Okay, so I think maybe we'll try and like wrap it up here, but I wanted to say that you can listen to this on Spotify and it's gonna be on YouTube and I'm gonna edit it funny. So I think it'll be funny, and anywhere you get your podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, stuff like that. And then I'm going to end this with like my last book recommendation. It's a knock 'em out series. It's called Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, and I'm reading the 3rd one. And when I tell you, usually there's like a second book syndrome where like the second book kind of sucks, but the first one was so good. This series, like, it's just like all 3 were just like boom, 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 like so good. And I'm on the 3rd one. It just released like a couple of days ago. So that's
Is that
my
the one
recommendation.
you and Liv are reading?
Yes. And she's harassing me. Well, not really, but she's like, "Have you finished it yet?" And I'm like, "I'm only halfway through." But yeah, that's my last book recommendation. But thank you guys so much for coming on, Audrey and Abby, and thank
Thanks
you,
for
Jack,
having
for
us.
helping.
Yes.
But yeah.
Thank you for having us. Bye.